name is Bryce Johnson. Today I will be speaking on state colleges. At this day and age, there are more students dropping out than there ever has been. The graduation rate in the lowest state in the United States is Nevada at 65%. And it's shown right here. 80% or greater is now perceived as great. If you have a state that is graduating a rate of 80%, you are excelling in all aspects. The lowest rate, is Nevada at 57.8%. That is just astounding, figuring that last year or the years before that, 57%, your schools would be cut. You'd have people hired, people coming in to try to improve that, and 80% would be perceived as, middle class, you're doing all right, this and that. And I think the biggest contributor to why state colleges need to provide free tuition to in-state kids is to keep them from dropping out and saying that they have no hope and they don't have this, they don't have that. And most of the time comes from their parents not having enough money to send them to college, so they stop high school, 9th, 10th grade, saying that they're going to go get a job in, in Idaho, it's North Dakota, it's Alaska, because they're going to start making money to provide for a family, to provide for their family. They have to start paying rent in their own homes. And it's all because there are people that can't afford to send their kids to colleges, so they lose hope right when they get to 9th, 10th grade. And you're really going to find out that if you offer free tuition to in-state students, that a lot more people are going to be a lot more driven, and being the only person in their family that can get to college and get to places where they want to go in life is because they have now hope and they have an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. And some of the biggest leaders in the United States probably don't have the money, but you're going to find out who's driven, who has that desire to be the next great person when you start offering the opportunity to go to college. I think the biggest thing is that a college degree means more in today's age than it ever has. When you have 3 people applying for a job and 2 of them have a high school diploma and 1 has a college degree, that guy with the college degree is going to get hired 10 times out of 10 without a doubt. It just shows that they are more committed and that they have the work ethic to get through college. And that technically isn't the case in most times. The fact that people who have that hope, who have that drive and desire to get places but don't have the money or the resources to get there is really the reason they can't go further in life. And that starts with their parents, because their parents didn't go to college, those parents didn't go to college, the following parents didn't go to college. It just comes right down the chain. Then you end up working at a retail shop the rest of your life, not making any money. When you start providing free college to students, you're going to start offering more dentists, more scientists, more health professions, wherever they want to do, more broadcasters. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to get people out, you're going to get people graduating instead of graduating 57% of your class. My next statistic I'm going to bring up is a graph. There were 3 million people in the class of 2010 right here, 3.5 million actually, that entered junior high. Only 2.4 million graduated. That's just astounding. And of those surveyed in my research, almost 50% of the people that didn't graduate were in low-income homes and they couldn't afford college. And even those people that could afford college are raised in a bad upbringing, a bad home life, and they can't. They don't know what it's like to succeed. They don't know what it's like to win. They don't know what it's like to be driven to get something that they need. Again, that's what offering free college is going to help. It's going to help people get to a further level in life. It's going to help people get to a higher level. One thing that's really driving this is the fact that most colleges are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars on athletic scholarships and spending so much money into athletics that the focus is getting driven away from academics. When kids are coming into college with a basketball scholarship, playing 1 year, going to the NCAA tournament for basketball, and then leaving. They call them one and dones. They go there just for basketball. The fact of a college degree is leaving the era. It's kind of, people are going, well, I can just go play sports and then go make millions in the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, whatever they want to do. And they're not giving some of that money that they give away in scholarships for athletics to academics. Which brings up another point. You take away that athletic scholarship money, just cut it in half. You can still get them and recruit them to come to your school, but recruit them for academics. Have them do what most of their family hasn't done and get a college degree and play sports. You make them stay for 4 years, they're going to become better athletes, they're going to raise their stocks for professional sports, and on top of that, they're going to make more money later in life in case sports doesn't work out. And take that money you take off and put it towards free tuition for in-state students. Idaho's graduation rate is 80%, which is astounding for where in the Northwest. They are actually, in this graph, they are beating Oregon. Idaho is 84%, Oregon is 76%, and Washington 77%. They have the highest graduation rate in the Pacific Northwest. One of the biggest contributors, I think, is that we have one of the cheapest community colleges in the nation at North Idaho College. For an out-of-state student, it's $5,000. That is unbelievable. The only place that is cheaper than that is a community college in Montana. So I think that knowing kids can get a student loan for $5,000 and knowing that can be paid off in 1 year helps them get to another college. To wrap up, I believe that we need to stop spending more money on athletics, as much as I love athletics, and start putting more money towards academics and building a brighter future for America and keeping the unemployment rate down. Thank you for listening.